your character. Thank you. And I would like to thank the Vice President also, Spandana Reddy. Spandana, where are you? Yeah. Thank you, Spandana. And Apsara. Apsara, one more Vice President, right? Two Vice Presidents. Three, okay. Thank you. Thank you, each one of you. I'm able to see you straight into your eyes. Each one of you, very, very, very thankful to you. From promise to performance, from potential to performance, there is a lot in between, right? So, last but not least, I would like to thank one person who had the intuition and now it has become institution. SB Majumdar sir. Put a hand together for the great sir. One man had the vision and intuition and the intense desire to make it happen. In my words, the fire in the belly, पेट में आग होना चाहिए कुछ करके दिखाने के लिए. It is none other than the 88-year-old young guy, SB Majumdar sir. All of us are indebted and inspired by that great personality. He is the man. Because of him, अब जो हम नीचे बैठ रहे हैं, it's because of him. So even though he is in Pune now, sir, we want to thank you, sir, and we'll make you proud, sir. And you take pride in what we all do as a team from the MOU that we are going to exchange. And I stand here to tell you that Center for Human Security Studies, Telugu में मानव भद्रता अध्ययन संस्था. How many of you can understand Telugu? Please raise your hands. Cool. मानव तेलुगु में है, संस्कृत में है, हिंदी में भी वही है. भद्रता, रक्षण, अध्ययन. I think you all know that. अध्ययन, संस्था or संगठन or studies. So Center for Human Security Studies. What does it mean? How is it different from national security? Law students, right eye, left eye. The national security and the human security, both are extremely important to have the comprehensive security model emerging, because safety and security are the precursors for any development to happen. बिना safety, बिना security, तरक्की नहीं होती. You can't imagine development growth without safety security. Safety security of land borders. 15,000 kilometers of land borders India has. 7516 kilometers of coastal borders India has. 9 coastal states. This will be taken care by your national security agencies such as Army, Navy, Air Force, ITBP, BSF, right? Assam Rifles, Intelligence Bureau, Research and Analysis Wing, State Police, Customs, CHSS, CRPF, right? But who will take care of the non-traditional security issues? The food insecurity, the water insecurity, the ecological insecurity, security that is the insecure feeling, you being insecure, you being vulnerable, you being threatened by food, health, water, employment, poverty. Lack of these things also will threaten you psychologically. And physically, morally, emotionally, financially. Yes or no? So, human security emerges from non-traditional security point of view. My proposition before you as a law student, you should understand, I propose human security is as important as national security. The Prime Minister, if he has 10 rupees with him, he has to make that wise decision of spending the 10 rupees, let's say, on both non-traditional and traditional with important riders and pointers. So far, the narrative at the global level is, given its geopolitical, geostrategic analysis, every country has security challenges emerging out of the traditional mode and non-traditional mode. Out of 90, like let's say out of 100%, 90% only national security present के बारे में हम सोच रहे, पैसा भी खर्चा कर रहे. My point is, if you can tackle non-traditional security challenges with equal seriousness, equal sincerity, the way that you deal with a national security challenge, then human security itself is the bedrock or the cornerstone or the solid foundation upon which national security castles can be built. Without strong lower, even though you have a wonderful upper, how does it make any difference? Yes or no? Simple common sense. You can't have a very good solid upper and very weak lower. So foundations are extremely important. 21st century realities, if you see Israel Palestine, Israel Gaza, North Korea South Korea, China Taiwan, India Pakistan, India China, you see the differences between Mexico and United States over migration or illegal immigration. There are 7 to 8 or 10 global fault lines. Out of 10 global fault lines, how many of them are emanating or have already come onto the picture from non-traditional security issues? How many of them are fighting from only the traditional security prism? If you see, if you juxtapose, compare and contrast, you will come to know. As a law student, my humble request to each one of you is, you got to approach the subject legally, ethically, morally, politically, technically, and then you are the best human resources available to settle conflicts, peace and conflict resolution, peace building, reconstruction, post-war reconstruction, the international humanitarian law, right? United Nations is the apex body. The then United Nations Secretary General Kofi Annan, if you heard about his name, he was the one who championed the human security discourse. So it is our duty, your duty and my duty, our institution's duty, to approach national security challenges from a human security perspective. Understand India are as important as state. Individual centric, society centric, तीनों को एक alignment में लेके आना. You need to have alignment of individual centric, society centric, and then state centric. Often it is easier said than done. Quite often they are conflicting with each other. National security versus civil liberties. You must have heard about this dichotomy, right? So as a law student, you walk a very tough, very tough, rough terrain. So you need to be more smarter, more empathetic towards the surroundings of the geopolitical, geostrategic realities within which India is situated and you and me are situated. In the age of artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning, as a legal student, what is the transformation that you and me have to go through? The malicious or the dark side of artificial intelligence and its impact on national security, and under what law, what act will you be able to put someone behind bars or prosecute or do investigation in the metaverse age, where everything you are operating in a metaverse platform. Revolutionary technologies, laws are evolving very slowly like a goods train, but technology is going at a rocket speed. How do you balance? In the digitally haves and digitally have-nots, the society is divided. Liberalization to privatization, privatization to globalization, globalization to Googleization, digitalization, Covidization. Now we stopped at Chinization. But where is humanization? Is the question that you and me have to ponder over and come out with the strength, the weakness, the opportunity, the threat in this realm of studies called human security discourse. So my dear students, I don't want to bother you with the lecture. I sincerely believe in a dialogue on a multilateral forum some other time. But I, as an individual, I have to tell you my personal story for 30 seconds because it might maybe relate to you. It might be very, very interesting to you probably, if I can use that word. Dad is an agricultural laborer. Hey guys, you are looking at a person who is standing before you. My dad is an agricultural laborer. So what's very great about it? There are lakhs and lakhs of professors and their fathers also, maybe small time employees. What's too great about it? I'll tell you. Till my grad, I was in Telugu medium. I flunked in my plus 2. Why? I wanted to play for India. Like our president, student president. He is interested in soccer. I am interested in cricket. I played under 16. I played under 16, under 19. No money to play for state those days. You know how much a cricket kit costs? A good one. So dad was not in a position to afford it. In fact, I didn't have shoes to play all the way coming from Tenali. Tenali is a place in Guntur district where Tenali Rama was born. You heard about Tenali Rama stories? So, like it's on the outskirts of, let's say, Guntur. Guntur से 20 किलोमीटर का दूर पे विजयवाड़ा गुंटूर तेनाली. Okay. He was a court poet of Krishnadevaraya, Tenali Rama. Very clever man, supposed to be. I had to give up my cricket, and then my Telugu teacher told me, if somebody could become great with their 2 hands, 2 legs and 2 eyes, what's wrong with you? Do self-introspection. Purpose-driven life, not profit-driven life. आप लोग, the moment I say all these things, you must be having a internal conversation with you. Sir, बोलने का सब बोल लेते हैं sir. But what to do, sir? There is one more voice coming from within you. Expect turbulence before you reach certain altitude in life. So, purpose-driven life will have more challenges and difficulties. When you are leading a profit-driven life, you can make profit by doing hereafter. 2 number का काम. But purpose-driven life. I wanted to be a socially responsible advocate, legal professional. To stand for the injustices done is one. And also, given the structure, given the platform, would like to make a decent money, decent living out of it. Nothing wrong in that. But the only problem comes is when you are too much into profit making rather than purpose driven. I request each one of you after I leave from this program, ask one question to yourself. Who am I? Why am I being here? What is the purpose of my life? Legal education is only one platform or one stage of your life to reach the higher pedestal in life. So ask these fundamental questions. Who am I? Why I am being here? What is the purpose of my life? Besides legal profession or with legal profession, in what way can I make a difference to this country, to my family, to my college or university? That's all. Mother and motherland are the ultimate unconditional loves one will ever have. Mother and motherland. Your capacity to perform, your inspiration, motivation must come from by looking at your mom, Amma in Telugu, Ma in Hindi, and your Matrubhumi. That's your motherland. You have to perform not for Dr. Santosh Alves. not for SB Majumdar sir, not for your parents, not to get an employment. That is the least thing that you should do. You have to perform because you owe a lot. You are indebted. Indebted is also indebted. Ronagrastam. You are indebted to your mother and your motherland. That's why you have to perform. Not because of job, not because of university. You please keep this into mind. Whatever I say, this is the way that I think. What we think is who we are, Yadbhavam tadbhavati. As you sow, so you reap. Your mindset, your data set has to be in an alignment. Your mindset and your data set. Okay? I would like to request each one of you, after this MOU, I would like to understand your requirements of doing an internship or an international conference or any academic issues that you have. Center for Human Security Studies is going to help you. Number one, we have given 6,000 internships in the last 10 years, and then we have served Telangana social welfare, Telangana tribal welfare, minority welfare, college girls of your age who cannot afford to buy a two-wheeler or even a smartphone. We have served them. Now we have come to serve you. In that way, we are managing the social equilibrium. They are as important as you are, right? You are as important as they are. So, in CHSS, you will be meeting people from that kind of world so that you can really help them chisel out. Probably, who knows, they will also teach you certain attitudinal issues, maybe certain other issues which you have never come across. Because united we stand, divided we fall, koi tofka nahi, we all have to give and take. Yes or no? This is the ultimate reality of life. There is no big one, there is no small one. We are all one. We have to have that kind of mindset here. Mindset is extremely important. How you carry yourself, the knowledge, skill. किसी के पास अच्छा knowledge होगा, किसी के पास अच्छा skill होगा. But who will win in the end? Whoever is having the right kind of attitude, he or she will only win the game. Attitude determines your altitude. So knowledge, skill, attitude will be given in our internship program, number one. Number two, because you are all legal students, emerging technologies and its interface with legal education, number two. Number three, national security and legal education, human security and legal education. We are trying to understand artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, all the emerging technologies and its legal implications, ethical implications, moral implications, political and technical implications. At last, law of the land is the ultimate. Law of the land is the ultimate. So you guys will have to take up the leadership position. Each one of you will have to take the leadership position, guide our government departments how to adopt AI. If you don't teach them, who will teach them? It is the lawyer who has to do that legal education, imparting legal education to government officials. If you are ready, Center for Human Security Studies has 45 to 50 IAS, IPS officers in CHSS. And you just remember, who is my dad? An agricultural laborer. If we could do this much from CHSS platform, think about you, how much you can do. You can do wonders. Given your English medium, smartphone, facilities, and more than anything else, your hard work, your determination, you are so perseverance, you have so much of perseverance. With that, you can outsmart your own self and do a lot to our motherland. So, if you are motivated in these issues, we have 3 live projects happening. One with IIT Bombay, one with Indian Maritime University Chennai, one we are planning an international conference on artificial intelligence for human security, where School of Law, Symbiosis International University, that is you and me, can throw light on the legal aspects of artificial intelligence because India is leading the chain. India is the lead chain for global partnership on artificial intelligence, which constitutes 29 nations, and India is leading it. So you have to be ready. If you are ready, I will request Dr. Santosh sir to join hands for our international conference in the month of May or June. We are planning. Already we have decided in the month of May last week. If you are ready as a legal student, the technicalities will be dealt by technical students. The legalities from you. If you are ready, artificial intelligence, the geopolitics of AI, international relations taught by Radhakrishna sir. There are no permanent friends, permanent enemies, only interests of the country are permanent at that particular time. How do you align your professional interests, your personal interest to country's interest and make India smart, given the geopolitical, geostrategic, international relations, ever-changing, dynamic in nature? Very, very dynamic. IR is beautiful because it is dynamic all the time. No bored. You will never be bored by IR in application. So as a legal student, what are the multi-level legal treaties that exist in the maritime sector, in the coastal sector, in the national security sector, in the artificial intelligence sector? If you are ready, I am pumped up, I am motivated, I am going to make mark in the world affairs. It doesn't matter where I was born, for whom I was born, but I make it sure I count. I am going to be accountable, and I mean business. If you join hands, we mean business. We become a team and we will deliver it to the country. We will deliver it to S.B. Mazumdar sir and Dr. Santosh Adho sir. Thank you. I am looking forward to working with you. My dear students, I have driven 1500 kilometers in the last 2 days to be here with you. That's what my commitment is. 1500 kilometers I have driven in the last 2 days just to want to be with you. Because एक बार वादा दे देंगे तो करके दिखा देंगे. सिम्बायोसिस स्कूल ऑफ लॉ का जो झंडा है वो लहराना पड़ेगा. हम साथ में काम करना पड़ेगा. Our work must speak, not our words. There should be a match between words and deeds. And sir, you had given me all. Trust me sir, हम करके दिखाएंगे. हमारा साथ 1000 लास्ट स्टूडेंट्स सिम्बायोसिस का है. अभी सेकेंड ईयर स्टूडेंट्स आर लिसनिंग टू मी, most of you, right? Are you guys ready with me? Shall we put up the fight? Shall we make the difference? Ask not what the country has given you, what you have given to the country, my dears. And I am not making a speech here. This is what I am. You can see my background. And if I could do this much, you can do 100 times, thousands of times better than me. Because you are more well equipped, well articulated, well planned out. You have the planning, you have the preparation, you have the perspiration, and then you can be inspiration to others. Plan, prepare, perspire and inspire. You can do that. Right? Shall we join hands together this morning? अगर बोलेंगे तो ये उड़ जाना पड़ेगा. Are you guys with me? Yes, sir. Thank you. Love you all. Jai Hind. I'll meet you after the MOU. I want to come and interact with you individually and then take the best people into the team and make it happen. Right? No matter how bad it is, no matter how bad it gets, the game is not over until we make it. We'll make it. We are here to make it. We are born to win. Thank you. Love you all. Thank you.